Alright, now let us establish a comparison between Shakespearean world of romance, wealth and authoritarian characters and the world the children lead their lives in. Now, I hope we understand Shakespearean world, the world that Shakespeare has created in his plays. First, it's a world of romance. That is, it is completely distanced from reality. Completely distanced from reality. Completely. It is a world wherein the characters enjoy wealth, enjoy the privilege of wealth. And it is a world where his characters have the authority to control their destiny. Now you see, the contrast is evident. The Shakespearean world of romance, wealth and authoritarian characters, and a completely dismal world of abject poverty of the world of these children. Now, these children are enticed by this world of wealth, of romance, of authoritarian characters. They are enticed. This world entices them. And it drives them into a world of crime. That is why Shakespeare is wicked. His portrait shouldn't have been hung up, put up on the walls. That is why Shakespeare is wicked. Now, these children, as is evident, have no control over their destiny. They languish in abject poverty. We're talking of wealth in the Shakespearean world. They languish in abject poverty. And the kind of life that they lead, the kind of life that they lead is miserable. It doesn't have they don't have anything good to look forward to. They don't anticipate anything. They have no anticipation in their lives. That is why Shakespearean world is wicked, and Shakespeare is wicked. Now he goes on to describe the world political map. The world political map. He says it's a bad example. A bad example. It's a bad example. World political map is a bad example. The bad example, this phrase, a bad example, is important. A bad example is important. Political map is an example of a teaching aid. Portrait of Shakespeare's portrait is an example of a teaching aid. And other charts that decorate the walls are different examples of teaching aids. And this is world political map, that is a bad example of a teaching aid. Why? Because these children, as I've already told you, and this is what brings in the gist of the poem. These children fail to locate themselves geographically. Fail to locate themselves geographically on the map. Or rather, on this map. That is why, on this map. That is why it is a bad example. You see, the disparity between formal education system, same thing, disparity between formal education system and the reality of the lives of the poor. This is what it is. Alright, now we move on. The poet talks of how, having driven into a world of crime, these children continue to lead a secret existence, running away from the legal authorities till they die. And Stephen Spender that is, describes how their existence, that is the existence of these children studying in elementary school, which actually is a representative of all children studying in all other elementary schools elsewhere in the world. Their lives are no less. Their lives, their existence, that is, their existence is no better than their existence is no better than the existence or than the kind of existence the kind of existence the dead lead in the graves. All right, this is important, very important. The existence, the existence of the children studying in elementary school classroom is no better than the existence of the dead in the underground graves, actually. All right, the poet says catacombs. These are the underground graves. The underground graves. All right. The poet moved further, and in the same stanza, that is in this third stanza, the poet talks of a routine activity in the lives of these children. Visualize these children playing outside their classrooms or outside their homes, and you would get to see again another pathetic picture that is representative of the kind of lives these children lead. Should you see them playing? Poet says, you would get to know the after effects of the abject poverty that children lead their lives in. Now, he begins by saying that they don't have any open space to play in. The industrial giants have dumped their affluence, rather their industrial affluence, dumped the industrial affluence on the playgrounds meant for these children. The industrial affluence can be seen far and wide, and the children are helpless. They play on the heaps of these industrial effluents, ignorant of the fact, the hazard they invite to their bodies. Now, should you see them playing on these heaps of industrial effluents, and one particular industrial effluent that he talks of is slag. All right. So you see these children playing on heaps of slag. And should you see them playing, he would say, the poet says, you can virtually count the bones on their bodies. It appears to the poet as if their bones, are peeping from behind their skins.